many times you just build a deck and then you take it to a local armory just to find out it doesn't work at all? Or do you remember times when you wanted to prepare for a tournament, but your local LGS is just running one armory per week and you really need to test out more? In this video, I'm gonna address those issues, explain how you can easily test your decks, prepare for a tournament, and improve your overall gameplay. Hi, if you're new to the channel, my name is Mario and I'm a Flesh and Blood Vice National Champion from Poland. Welcome to the first video of a new series called Explained. We're gonna go deeper into some rules, tools and card interactions, and we're gonna put them in a simple way. Because this is the first video of a series, I wanted to dedicate it to the most important thing for a card player, which is repetitions. Flesh and Blood is a complicated game, and although it became a meme some time ago, it really is. Flesh and Blood in its core has a very simple structure. The basic rules are easy, you quickly get the idea of pitching and playing your cards. After a few games, you start discovering additional layers in the game flow. You start noticing that efficient blocking and attacking has a huge impact on the win condition. You start to feel the tempo of the game, the importance of starting or going second, the ability to keep up and regain the tempo. At this point, you are aware of your main win condition, and with that you want to move ahead and start using your arsenal and your pitch zone to plan not only this turn, but few turns ahead. Learning that takes time and effort. The best learning strategy for that is repetitions. Doing the same thing over and over again enforces a habit. How can you do that if your local game store is running like one armory per week? I'm gonna show you a tool that I'm using to get better at the decks I build. All you have to do is just type in feldtable.com in your web browser. You can choose any web browser. FAB-LAB is a fan-created website to play card games against AI opponents. Think of it as playing virtually over Skype or webcam, except instead of another player, you'll be playing against a computer in your web browser. FAB-LAB supports more than just one game. You can choose Flesh and Blood, Ashes Reborn, Digimon or Transformers. There are two supported game modes, a digital play where the entire game has been implemented to play in a browser, or you can do a hybrid play, which will use physical cards you own to play against the AI and input your actions into the game. If you would like to play with your own cards and do more things manually, the hybrid play is for you. But for the purpose of this video, I'll focus on digital play solely. Okay, so let's quickly play a Flesh and Blood game. From games, just select Flesh and Blood. You are quickly asked to choose a game mode. We have two game modes, a quick match, which is a standard 1v AI game, and a nightmare mode, in which AI is a little bit buffed. On the left, we have a pre-constructed decks for every single hero in the game, blitz decks for each of the heroes, and 8 classic constructed decks. But also you can load up your own decks or select one previously loaded. To add a new deck, you have to click this and new window appears. You can do it from FAB-TCG.com. You have to select a deck from a deck lists menu. You just select a deck, and starting from the player name, you have to select every single field, copy, return to FAB-LAB and paste. And that's how you add the deck. If you want to use any pre-constructed deck from fabdb.net, you do the same, and in the deck contents, all you have to do is just select the deck, go to settings, go to export, copy text, and paste it here. All the decks are stored on your browser. You have deck lists loaded. You can select the deck for player 1, which is a player, select the deck for player 2, which is AI, edit a deck, or delete it. In adding a deck, you have your full list on the left side, and then you have the corresponding cards. And it's as easy as that. You just add 1, add 2, or add 0, and that automatically alters your deck. Then you just press save. Let's just choose Briar and Ira. Before you start, you can adjust the deck for what hero you're facing. So that basically means that every single card you have in your sideboard can now be chosen to go in or out of the deck. So we could choose a Sapphire Needle instead of a Kodachi. Okay, so a quick note about the UI. You have every single card scripted, so AI will play for itself. You have opponent's armor, your weapons, your hero. You have your hand, your opponent's hand. Also, you have a counters measuring how many cards are in the decks, your life total, number of action points, and any counters you need for the gameplay. So this is the Tunic Counter. The Null Rune Boots has an effect of Arcane Barrier, which you will be able to trigger whenever arcane damage is coming your way. There is a prompt window in here, prompting whenever there is a trigger on your side. On your left, there is a console. Every single step, every single action, every single buff is going to be listed in here. Right side on the bottom, you have the menu where you can select the playmats, and also you can select the size of a card preview, the order of pitch zone at the end of the round if you care about pitching in the right order, and also it can scale UI directly to your resolution. Shortcuts, you basically only need to press P for pass and enter if you have to confirm something, and if you have a question, yes or no, you have two shortcuts, Y for yes and for no. So let the game proceed and we'll find out how it goes. Let's try and do some damage. Okay, we have a block. Let's do a second Kodachi. Okay. You can see that on the attack there is a different layer that indicates what card are you attacking with, what cards are being put as a defending cards, total attack, total defense. Now the game is asking if I'm gonna let the chain go. I will quickly show you that on the left side you have every single thing noted. So player fully blocked, player taking 0 damage, attack with snatch, player 2 defending with lightning surge, red, so on and so forth. So you have everything listed in here. Also, you have indications of chain links, which chaining it is. So that was a third chaining for us. It's not broken by now, so if I had a go again, I could just continue for the Mask of Momentum. You can get back and see what was on the chain link and how this chaining resolved. But for now, I think we're gonna continue. So we can now play instance or pass to close the chain. We'll decide to pass as we don't have any instance to play. So a combat chain is closed. Every card went to the corresponding discard piles. We still have one resource floating, and we still can play instance or pass at the end of the round. We're gonna pass. We have a prompt window to asking if we want to arsenal a card. We will surely put a flick flag into the arsenal, and it automatically draws back up. The round has ended. That's okay. And now turn 2 begins starting from Briar. a plunder run from hand. You can see that every time there is a passing buff waiting to be resolved, it's put on the field. You can always put a mouse and check what's on it. That's a draw on hit from plunder run. It's still pending. So the next time an action card hits, Briar will draw a card this round. And we have a lightning surge. 4 damage threatened. And now it's our window to defend with the card. We're gonna pass the fence on that, and Briar surprises us with Lightning Press Red, followed by Snapdragon Scalers. We only have one reaction in the arsenal, so that this is the window for us to play it. We're gonna play it. We can see that there is another window for reactions open, so you can see the whole combat chain in the order of play. So the attack reactions both on the Briar side, defense reactions from our side, and since there is nothing to be played on our side and probably nothing on the Briar side, the combat chaining has ended, resulting in taking 3 damage. Also, the Fleek Flag effect resolved, so the next combo card we defend with has +2 armor, and there's a ball lightning coming in our way. We're gonna do Nourishing Emptiness, and that's it. We're gonna defend with only 1 card, and the chain link has ended, so we have no reactions. Briar decides not to play any, and chain link 3 is opening, and now that how it shows the arcane damage. So 2 arcane damage is on top of the attack. 2 damage is coming our way. We have a chance to use Null Rune Boots, and we're gonna do it. So we press Null Rune Boots. We do have to pitch a card, and this is gonna be a Pounding Gale. So we took 1 damage, and Rosetta Thorn is attacking for 2, and I will decide not to defend with Snatch. I'll defend with Command and Conquer, saving 2 HP. I'll pass, and the chain link has ended. Okay, 16 to 20. Okay, Tunic ticked up to 2. I will play Snatch. Okay, Briar defended with only 1 card, buffed by Embodiment of Earth. Snatch is hitting for 4, so 1 damage dealt. It automatically drew a card for me. The chain link has ended as the Snatch has no go again. I can only play instants or close the chain. I'll close the chain. No more instants. I'll put Razor Reflex into the arsenal, and at the end of the turn I'll have my 4 cards. Okay, Ball Lightning, a defense window opened. I'll pass. I'll play a defense reaction. I'll pass on playing any more defense reactions. And that's it. Link is closed. A Ball Lightning. Okay, for 2. Tempting to take, but this is a second Ball Lightning. I'll pass defending. I'll play a defense reaction. And the chain link has ended. Okay, 4 coming our way. I'll pass. Took 6. Embodiment of Earth done. Okay. Action phase. Tunic. We have a resource, so we can activate the Tunic at this point. I'll start with Kodachi. Pitching Whelming Gust Wave. 2 floating. Attacking for 1. There's also a window in the defense step, which I'll pass on. I could use a tunic in this window. A reaction step, meaning that Briar passed on defense. I'll pass on reactions. And the chain link one has ended, 1 damage dealt. I'll do a Kodachi for 1, +1 from Ira, resulting in 2. No instance during the defense step. And all ready to reactions. I'll pass reactions. I don't want to use the Razor Reflex. And second combat link is closed. And for third link, I'll instantly use a tunic, which will not break the combat chain. And having 2 resources in the pitch zone, I'll play a flying kick for a total of 7 attack. Plunder run, and hitting for 1, which will draw a card from a mask. And unfortunately, there's nothing we can play on top of that, so I'll pass, having that Razor Reflex in my hand, and that's it. Okay, round ended. So that's quite simple. Kodachi. And a Fluster Fist. Okay, we have a block for 3. We go to reactions. And another one. And that's it. Really easy. Now the game, you have 2 options when the game is over. You can restart a game. So if you want to rapidly train one of your selected decks, you can just restart and restart. Or if you want to do some changes to your deck, or do a different sideboarding, just load new decks. If you restart the game starts straight away. Decks are shuffled, cards are drawn. Guys, as you can see, that's really easy and straightforward. All you have to do is just type in feldtable.com and you're ready to go. Just choose any of the pre-constructed decks, or pick and load one of your own for yourself or for the opponent. If you stayed that long with the video, I hope you enjoyed that. If you would like some more FAB things explained, just hit that like button and subscribe. Also, I have a question for you. What do you think about the online play? Should players explore that more, or should we stick to more Flesh and Blood LGS gameplay? Please leave the comments down below.